Ever found yourself eyeing that must-have item online, only to see your Monzo balance staring back with a disappointing zero? Or maybe an unexpected bill landed in your inbox at the most inconvenient time. We've all been there. But what happens next? Do you have to abandon that cart or face the late payment fees? Well, if you're a Monzo user, there's a feature that might just come to your rescue, the overdraft. But what exactly is a Monzo overdraft? How does it work? Is it a magic money tree, or are there things you really need to understand before you even consider using one? That's precisely what we're diving into today. Forget the dry, technical jargon. We're going to break down everything you need to know about Monzo overdrafts in a way that's clear, straightforward, and hopefully, even a little bit engaging. Think of an overdraft as a safety net, a short-term borrowing facility linked directly to your Monzo current account. It allows you to spend more money than you actually have in your account, up to a pre-agreed limit. So, if your balance hits zero and you make a £20 payment, instead of the transaction being declined, Monzo could allow it, pushing your balance into a negative figure. That's your overdraft in action. Now, before you start imagining endless possibilities, it's crucial to understand that an overdraft isn't free money. It's a form of credit, and like most forms of credit, it comes with costs. The main cost associated with a Monzo overdraft is interest, usually expressed as an annual equivalent rate, AER. This is the annual rate you'd pay if you borrowed the money for a whole year, taking into account the effect of compounding interest. Monzo offers tiered interest rates on their overdrafts, which means the rate you pay depends on your credit score and how Monzo assesses your financial situation. Generally, customers with a higher credit score might be offered a lower interest rate. These rates can vary, so it's essential to check the specific rate you've been offered within your Monzo app. So, how do you actually get an overdraft with Monzo? Well, it's not automatically granted to everyone. Monzo will assess your eligibility based on several factors, including your credit history, how you've managed your Monzo account, and other financial information. You typically need to be over 18 and a UK resident to apply. The application process is usually straightforward and done entirely through the Monzo app. You'll typically find the option to apply for an overdraft within your account settings. Monzo will then perform a credit check and let you know if you're eligible and what your initial overdraft limit would be. Speaking of limits, these aren't set in stone. Monzo will determine your initial overdraft limit based on their assessment of your financial profile. This limit could be as low as a few pounds or potentially go up to a few thousand, depending on your individual circumstances. It's important to remember that this is a maximum amount you can borrow, not an amount you should aim to use. Once you have an overdraft in place, how does it actually work when you spend? Let's say you have a £100 overdraft limit and your account balance is £5. If you then make a purchase for £25, your new balance will be minus £20. You've effectively used £20 of your available overdraft. You can continue to spend using your overdraft until you reach your agreed limit. Now, here's a crucial point. Dipping into your overdraft means you're borrowing money, and Monzo will start charging you interest on the amount you've overdrawn from the moment you go into the negative. This interest is usually calculated daily and then charged to your account periodically, typically monthly. Let's illustrate with a simple example. Suppose your overdraft interest rate is 19% AER. If you go £100 into your overdraft for 10 days, the interest you'd pay wouldn't be a simple calculation of 19% of £100. It would be a fraction of that annual rate applied to the specific amount you borrowed for those 10 days. Monzo's app usually provides clear breakdowns of any interest charges you've incurred. It's absolutely vital to keep a close eye on your balance and avoid staying in your overdraft for extended periods. The longer you're overdrawn and the more you borrow, the more interest you'll accrue. While an overdraft can be a helpful short-term solution, it's not designed for sustained borrowing. Monzo is generally quite good at providing notifications and alerts when you're approaching or have gone into your overdraft. Pay attention to these. They can help you stay on top of your balance and avoid unexpected charges. So, how do you repay your overdraft? The simplest way is to deposit funds into your Monzo account. Any money you pay in will first go towards reducing your overdraft balance. For example, if you're £20 overdrawn and you deposit £50, your balance will return to £30. Monzo doesn't typically have fixed repayment schedules for overdrafts in the same way as a loan. However, they expect you to manage your account responsibly and reduce your overdraft balance over time. If you consistently remain significantly overdrawn, Monzo might contact you to discuss a plan for reducing it. Now, let's talk about the pros and cons of using a Monzo overdraft. Pros. Convenience. It's readily available when you need a small amount of extra funds for unexpected expenses or to tide you over until payday. Avoidance of declined payments. It can prevent the embarrassment and potential fees associated with having a transaction declined due to insufficient funds. Short-term flexibility. It offers a degree of financial flexibility for short-term cash flow issues. Relatively easy to access. The application process is usually quick and done through the app. Cons. Interest charges. This is the biggest drawback. Overdraft interest can add up, especially if you're overdrawn for a significant period or by a large amount. Potential for debt. Relying on your overdraft regularly can lead to a cycle of debt that's difficult to break. Impact on credit score. While using an overdraft responsibly shouldn't negatively impact your credit score, consistently being over your limit or having unpaid overdraft fees could potentially harm it. Lower priority spending. The availability of an overdraft might sometimes tempt you to spend on non-essential items when you might otherwise reconsider. It's crucial to use your Monzo overdraft responsibly and only when absolutely necessary. Think of it as a temporary bridge, not a permanent source of funds. Before dipping into your overdraft, ask yourself, do I really need this right now? How quickly can I repay it? Have I considered other options? Exploring alternatives like delaying a purchase, selling unwanted items, or talking to friends or family might be more cost-effective in the long run. Monzo is committed to responsible lending and provides tools within the app to help you manage your overdraft. You can usually see your current overdraft limit, how much you've used, and any interest charges you've incurred. Make sure to regularly check these details. Furthermore, Monzo offers features like budgeting tools and spending insights, which can help you better manage your finances and potentially reduce your reliance on your overdraft. Take advantage of these features. Understanding where your money is going is the first step towards better financial control. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.